Hello everyone, this is Mahesh and here's my R15. Lately I've been facing some issue with regards to my gear shifting. What used to happen is that my gear is stuck, and whenever I try to upshift or downshift, I'm unable to do so. As here you can see that I'm trying to shift my gear and my gear is stuck and there's no response from the lever. So to do that, I have already drained my engine oil. Now I'm going to unscrew my Allen bolts for the right bottom fairing. We have 4 screws here, so one by one I am opening those bolts or screws, you can say. Now here you can see I have dismounted the fairing. Now here's the time to open 2 bolts for side support. So here you can see these 2 bolts are now out. Now now the third, we need to only loosen that. So now here we got that. Now it's time to open the side cover of the engine assembly. Beneath this cover we have the clutch. Now for that we need to use 8 mm T-spanner. One more thing you need to remember, that you don't need to open the engine oil filter. You just need to open only a single bolt out of 3 in Yamaha R15 version 2. Now as you can see, I have all the bolts removed. Now I am giving it a little bit of hammering. Now the cover is out, you can see here. So here's the lever and here's the gear star.
So here's the gear star, which is tightened with the help of a screw. Somehow this screw got loose, and so the gear star also got loose. This is the cam, the cam moves on these grooves. These are the grooves. So this makes a click sound when we shift the gears. This is the screw. We will remove the screw and put some thread locker in it. So here I am unscrewing the bolt. One thing you need to take care that this gear star is fixed with the help of double pins, so you need to put that thing in place. So this is the screw which I removed from the gear star. I'll put some thread locker in it. The thread locker will help in making a bond between the screw and the nut inside the gear assembly, so that the next time this screw doesn't gets loosened out. So only few drops need to take, not too much. Once the screw and gear star is fixed, we need to take at least 24 hours break, so that there is a sufficient bond in between.
Now I'll tighten the screw. With this my gear star will get tightened.
Now I have put the gear star, the cam and the lever in place, and I am tightening the screw with the thread locker in it.
Now time to apply a bit more pressure. Now you can see after it has tightened, and this is how a gear shifting works. So this lever is attached to our gear pedal.
We will now place this lever in the pins of gear star, and this is how the lever is fixed with the gear star.
So now you can see I am shifting my gears.
And here is how the gear shifting actually works.
One more thing, there's here's the spring. Sometimes you might be facing issue that your gear is a bit loose, your gear pedal is a bit loose when you try to shift, so this spring gets loose over time. If you replace it, your gear shift will be quite clicky. So now the thread locker is in place, and we'll get it, let it dry for around 24 hours. After that, it will fill the gap between screw and nut, and will help in bonding, will help in having a metal to metal bond. So now I'll put the back cover in, and
After this, we will tighten all the bolts which we had removed earlier.
after that we can put the bag fairing and all other screws, whatever we have done, and at last we'll fill out the engine oil.
So that was all pretty much from my side. Thank you all for watching this video. Your bike is now ready to rock and roll.